It's a culinary hotspot in the central market of Buenos Aires. And people here pride themselves in cooking the best Spanish tortillas in the city. But with the country's inflation rate at 50%, Patricia Rodriguez Real says she has to make an extra effort each month to keep the business going.
Argentina is a disorganized country, but we learn to surf the situation. It's a constant challenge and a learning experience. Our products have very good quality. I don't want to reduce our quality, so what I do is try to sell as much as I can, so I gain in quantity and don't have to increase the price as much.
The government has been trying to regulate the rising prices with controls and other economic measures, but it has not succeeded.
Inflation has been a problem for Argentines for decades, and that's why people implement strategies to protect their income. In this market, for example, butchers meet once a month to agree on the price of certain cuts. And they promote those prices in cardboards like this one. The problem, we're told, is that this month the price of beef went up around 7%. So now they have to change these cardboards once again.
José Luis Aduna owns a butcher shop. Since the pandemic, beef consumption has dropped significantly, and he's still trying to recover from the economic impact.
The beef culture in Argentina is huge, with barbecues every weekend. What we see is people not eating as much beef like before, and they are eating pork and chicken instead.
Inflation forces the government to guarantee that salaries and pensions increase to keep up with the constant rise in prices. Protests like this one show it does not always work. On Tuesday, thousands gathered in the center of Buenos Aires to demand more government assistance. Argentina and the International Monetary Fund are in financial talks to negotiate more than 40 billion in debts to target inflation. But economists say the fight to control rising prices won't be easy.
In Argentina, there are several factors that have an impact on inflation. That's why it's so difficult to tackle it. Unless there is an integral plan that attacks all those causes of inflation, it's like a monster with 1,000 heads. Argentines have gotten used to living with inflation, and many have found ways to survive it. But it's a vicious cycle that has hurt the country's chances of growth.
Argentines have gotten used to living with inflation, and many have found ways to survive it. But it's a vicious cycle that has hurt the country's chances of achieving long-lasting economic growth. Teresa, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.